Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Galactic RNG fest, challenge. So we have the return of Hutt Cartel. It's been a weekly thing, and looking at data mine, still for the next few weeks we'll have Hutt Cartel challenges every Friday. So as always, I'll cover the modifiers and defeats first and then show you the battles. So if you just want to skip through to the battles, you can do that using YouTube chapters below as usual. Otherwise, let's just first kick off with the modifier, and it's actually this very specific global modifier that's causing the most troubles, I think, because yeah, there's some stacking damage, but whenever a unit is debuffed, they recover 10% protection. So as you're applying debuffs to the enemies, they're very durable, very tanky. Your low gear Hutt Cartel or even the relic Hutt Cartel, they're not doing that a whole lot of damage. So really you need to rely on thermal detonator damage to take them out. But as you're applying thermal detonators on them, they're recovering protection. So definitely utilizing like healing immunity will really help you to finish off some of these guys so they don't constantly recover protection. So moving on, we've got the Hutt Cartel modifier. So this is a very fun one actually. As you probably know, it allows us to cheese pretty much everything to get max crate with Hutt Cartel almost every single time. I think just once or twice it was really challenging. This time it's not really challenging, it's just a bit of an RNG fest that you get those debuffs and things like that. So the malicious minions, the enemy modifier, they get some stat boosts across the board. Luckily they don't get any summoned sniper droid, but because they have Geobrood there already, so luckily no sniper droid, because I think sniper droid would definitely make things much difficult. In terms of defeats, you have to obviously win with a full Hutt Cartel team, and then we do have one light side, one dark side character. Again, this you'll just knock out while you're doing your Hutt Cartel feats, and then finally complete the battle after gaining stealth 10 times. I'll show you two teams there after I do my Hutt Cartel. So one will be Bad Batch with Shakti, and then the second one Padme with R2. But anyway, let me show you first my Hutt Cartel. So some of them are relic, some of them are low gear, but it doesn't even matter all that much. So I'm again going with Cad Bane lead because his contract actually is quite easy to trigger, and once you get his contract, obviously your bounty hunters get nice stat boosts across the board. Cad Bane himself I think gets some extra evasion, which sometimes allowed him to evade an attack or two, because really Cad Bane, he's your leader. He has to have always some protection, so then the allies can't be defeated. So he really is your main guy here, to be honest, in terms of making sure that he stays alive. That's why I have him modded for defense and protection, so he can at all costs stay alive. Now Boba I modded for as much speed as I could and as much potency as I could, so he can quickly get out there and get ability blocks out before enemies can get to do much, because if they put buff immunity on your guys, you can't get protection up, and then obviously you most likely will lose. Leia, again, I put some potency on her as well, so hopefully she can land those thermal detonators more reliably. For Chrysanthemum here as well, I modded him for some protection. Well, not really protection, mainly for potency, because on his basic he has 10% chance. I don't know what they were thinking, 10% chance to land a shock. So if you land a shock on B2, that can help as well stop him a little bit from gaining bonus turn meter when you hit allies. And then bringing Greedo as well, modded for damage, actually hoping that he can put some nice damage in there, but he wasn't really. But Greedo is good as well. He's got thermal detonators and as well stun and things like that. Anyway, unable to outrun Nude, he's just too fast. That's just how it is. However, I was able to go then, and this is the important bit, getting ability blocks on B2, Grievous and Brute. So if you get ability block on 3 of these guys, I think you have a good chance of winning. And then I'm just kind of trying to do AoEs at the moment. I cleared off Extortion. I don't want to upset B2 too much. Got there a stun on him, getting thermals out. Again, not trying to trigger B2 too much. Here we go, and just keep going B2. All right, let's see if this will finish him. He dodged. Are you kidding me? But anyway, thermal detonators finished him off there. So as soon as you take out B2 out like this, then things become a lot easier. You can just ignore B1s. B1s will just die off by themselves from thermal detonators and Grievous taking turns. So after you take down B2, your next focus should be Geobrood. And the way I go about it is obviously trying to land ability blocks on him, so he can't heal up and resummon the brute if you take him out. But most importantly, with Boba's execute, you can land healing immunity on him, so then he can't recover protection whenever you land those debuffs on him. So here I'm going to hopefully land a healing immunity. There we go, healing immunity landed. Obviously clear off extortion whenever you can, especially on Cat Bane, otherwise he will lose protection up if you don't clean up. So you go. Unfortunately they were able to clean off, so let's just keep stacking those thermal detonators. Eventually you will get him down, don't be afraid. Between Greedo and as well Leia, you will stack enough thermal detonators on him, and then timely healing immunity and ability blocks, as you've seen here now with Boba, will allow you to stop him from healing up. And Boba's ability block is for 2 turns on the target, and that's it pretty much. Once you have those guys down, it'll take a while that you burn through Newt and Django. If you get lucky, you can time Boba's execute on Newt when he's very low in health, so he doesn't revive. I was trying to do that, but I was just doing literally almost 0 damage to this guy, even with my Relicate Boba, so I don't know. It looks like their stats are very juiced up, but eventually, you do get them down. Especially once B2 is down, they have no really win condition because they can't dispel all that protection up you're stacking on your Cat Bane whenever a thermal detonator explodes, and he has all his protection up. They can't burn through his protection, which means the other guys cannot be defeated. There you go, defeated Newt twice. Now just have to go after Grievous here. Again, you just have to stack lots of thermal detonators on him, and eventually he will fall as well. But as you can see, he keeps recovering a little bit protection here. But once you chain a couple of those thermal detonators there, you should be able to finish off General Grievous. And there we go. Hutt Cartel feat in the bag, as well as bring balance. Now, in terms of RNG, I said it's an RNG fest, as I said in the beginning. I think it took me about 20 battles to line this up, but at least, they're quick battles. You just go in, do land ability blocks on B2, Grievous, and Geo Brood. If you do that, then you can continue the battle. No AoEs, just single damage, single target attacks on B2, so you don't trigger him too much. And then once you got a few thermal detonators with Leia, unleash her AoE, which will explode those thermal detonators and defeat B2. Once B2 is down, you should be good to go. Anyway, let's move now on to the remaining 2 feats, which is stealth. As I mentioned before, I'll be doing Bad Batch with Shakti first. I just thought this could be an easy team. Luckily no Grievous lead, so we should be good to go here. Again, outrunning Newt, it seems like impossible because of that modifier. They're getting lots of extra speed. But anyway, let's get things going. Giving turn with Shakti over to my Echo, then I'm to go ahead and get days on everybody, and then I'm just going to go after B2 first. I have to get him out because he keeps spamming his AoEs. He will dispel all your buffs, can land healing buff immunity, and then also you can't gain stealth, right? So you go, gaining lots of stealth there with Tech, with Hunter, lots of way to gain stealth here with Bad Batch. It's just a case of taking B2 out before he puts buff immunity on your guys again. But anyway, that's why I'm bringing in Shakti here as well, because she's got a cleanse also in case they do get buff immunity on your guys. You have 2 ways to cleanse, either with Tech's special AoE or with Shakti special. But so you can see healing immunity days, keeping everybody under control here. Let's get B2 out, down he goes. And from here on out, should be easy. You might lose Shakti because obviously she's exposed constantly, but there she was able to survive. But even if she's taken out, the rest of the guys here can carry the battle quite easily, to be honest. And just again, have to burn through Newt twice. Bad Batch, we have no way of preventing revives here. So I'm just gonna go after him. There we go. Alright, come on. There we go, almost got him. Let's call some assist, and down he goes. And there you go, that completed for me stealth feat. Obviously, Bad Batch, I appreciate not everybody will have them. So another way you can do this is with Padme. So you just bring in your, Padme, C-3PO, Kenobi, and Anakin, and then as the 5th, bring in R2, because R2 can, with his smoke screen, give stealth to 4 allies, and then C-3PO grants stealth on oh my goodness to himself. So essentially, you just have to stall the battle long enough that both R2 and C-3PO use at least twice their abilities, and that's stealth 10 times. You have lots of way to cleanse here, so obviously when B2 does land healing immunity on your guys, you can then use Padme's heal as well. Because of R2, when you land critical hits, you as well will be obviously cleansing yourself as well. So there you go. I timed smoke screen when I had no buff immunity, used oh my goodness, so that's stealth 5 times. So as with all other battles, you gotta take B2 out first and then you should be good to go here. Stuck behind the taunt there, obviously without Ahsoka. I don't have a dispel, just finish him off. Grievous didn't like it, it doesn't matter, we'll just keep going here. Let's go after B2 now, see if we can get a stun. No stun, almost got him though. Let's go ahead actually and try and finish him off. I know I had extortion on R2, but he had a lot of stacks there of courage, so I just wanted to take off B2 first, and then we can kind of you know, worry about clearing off extortion. So that's what I did afterwards. I took out B2, just clear off extortion from everybody, and then we just took care of B1s there, going after Brute Alpha next. There we go, clearing up smoke screen second time. I also used oh my goodness as well second time, so that's now stealth 10 times complete. But as I can say, you can, you know, kind of stall battle if you need more here versus Newt, because you have to take him out twice. But there we go. So Padme as well, quite a good team here for getting stealth feat done, same as Bad Batch. Alright guys, so that's all for today's video. Hope you find it useful and helpful, showing you how I got max rewards this time. As mentioned before, the Hutt Cartel is a bit of an RNG fest, but as long as you land those ability blocks, you know, in beginning with Boba, you should be good to go. Thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next one, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.